Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Vortie here. We're gonna be doing some more summons on the Ramza banner. Ramza? Well, that's not where Ramza is. What are you doing, Vortie? Get your crap together. Alright. Gilgamesh Vanquishers. Alright, so we got Ramza here. I would really like to get my hands on Ramza because of his TM, Brave Suit, and the fact that he's gonna be a very strong unit later on in the game when he gets his enhancements, which allows his song that he sings to give you like a huge buff, 100% to everything. I think it also gives you like hit points and MP and something. It's just stupidly ridiculous how powerful it is. And the reason I don't want to go pull up the Japanese version of the game and just kind of say this is what it is, because as you guys know, here on Global we don't normally follow that. Like, even look at it with the Gilgamesh event, they made it technically more difficult for the global version because we have to seal lightning as well now. We got a bunch of other crap we have to pay attention to. So in the meantime, I'm just making reference to it, his potential. He can have this stuff, but when he gets his enhancements, if it follows the Japanese version, he's going to be absolutely insane. And if we do follow the global way as it is, he might actually get some other enhancements that the Japanese version doesn't get because of when we're going to get his enhancements. We're not on the same schedule as the JP version. We're getting things way later. Whereas the game is progressing, its content is progressing almost the same, like how they had it then we have it, but some of the banners that they had and some of the characters they're getting it way before us. Okay, so Ramza would be really good, and for now and for the future. Snow is really good for new players if you don't have a tank. He's a very good tank. You don't have to worry about his weapons because he does more damage when his weapons are when he has the weapons equipped. And his gear selection is meh. He can only wear like cloth or whatever, so I'm sure you can get your hands on some decent gear for him to use him. He can counter magic and physical, so you should be very happy with that. And his TM is on par, is one of the top tier right now for accessories, attack and defense 30, and it boosts your attack and defense when you have fists equipped, which counteracts his TM or his inaided ability, which gives him more damage with fists when you have nothing equipped. However, when you put this on, it's actually way better for him. If you've got 2 champions belts, it's just gonna be bonkers. Alright, X-Stat top mage in my books. He's got dual cast. He covers dark, light, fire. He covers lightning, blizzard, or ice, or whatever. The only 2 elements this guy doesn't cover is air and water. So Aeroaga and Wateraga, and everything else I think he's got pretty much covered. He also covers stone with one of his abilities. So very good mage. He's a 3-star. Everybody should be able to get him. So if you're lacking on mages, if you get yourself 1 or 2 X stats and you get them to max level, you're gonna be pretty much ready to go. You got Bart Mana Battery. Definitely a good unit to have at least one of on your party to maxed out. He's got a lot of utility on him that you can use to help your party. He's also good with Wind Element for the Gilgamesh fight. He also knows this move called Life Giver, which he kills himself and he gives life and mana like a mega elixir to a unit. And you can just raise them back up and away you go. And you can do this as many times as you want. Also, his TM is one of the interesting TMs. It's technically top tier TM, but it doesn't stack on global, so it's still a good TM for somebody like Olive. If you want to make Olive's damage really skyrocket into the thousands, you're going to need to have at least 1 double hand because it increases her overall damage while she's wielding one-handed weapon by 50%. So definitely worth getting. Agrias right now, she's a little bit weak. However, when she gets her 6-star, she's going to be the boss of bosses. She's going to be like a little mini Orlando. She learned a move as well called Holy Blade, I think, and there's another move called like Holy, I don't know, balls of stuff. She throws it looks exactly like Orlando's move, which allows you for her to start the chain. You can make like 2 Agrias to start the chain and then have an Orlando continue the chain to really mess people up. Alright, so overall the banner is good. All the units as TMs are great except X-Stat. That's why I didn't talk about his TM. It's not really important. Even Argus to save the queen is pretty good because it's not elemental, so you should be pretty happy if you can farm those up or you get them. Where are you going, man? Come on, get yourself. Alright, anyways, let's get pulling. We're gonna do some summons. Throwing away the first 5,000. Fly away. The first one down is a golden tear of despair. And give me all you got. Give me all you got. Please, less blues, more golds. Or a rainbow? Rainbow would be cool too. No rainbow. But we got some golds here, which is pretty good. Alright. Okay, Shizuru, not bad. Alright, let's go from top left to bottom as we do from here on. Going into the videos, we're looking at Shine with a really good TM. Probably the best one right now for damage dealers. It's called Quick Assault. She does 50% attack boost. No, 30% attack boost, and she has a 20% chance to evade, which is really good. Or is it 10%? Something like that. You got Trey, you got Bot, you got Refia. If you get Refia, top healer right now, especially with dual cast. She's number 1 waifu for healing. 7, she's okay. Then you got Sync, you got Luna again. Shara's TM is okay. It's called Successor. It's like a mini version of what do you call it? Shine's TM. It gives you attack. It gives you hit points and attack by 15%, but it gives you fire resistance as a side ability. Then you got Shizuru, and then you got Pella, and this lady is interesting. Celeste, later on her ability, this ability, Sealing Blade, actually becomes very useful. So it says nullifies one magic cast by an enemy for 1 turn. It's actually really interesting, and I've seen people use her as a way to try and bypass certain bosses' abilities. So if you do get her, hold on to her for sure. Okay, so overall the first banner was not, our first pull was not that bad. Let's go next pull. Next pull is an error connection. Bam! That must be good. That must be a good sign. No, it's not a good sign. It's just a yellow crystal. I thought it was a good sign. No. Alright, it wasn't a good sign. Let's see if it's a good sign hidden within the gold crystal, or is it just nonsense? Is it good? Not good! Blue, blue, blue. Blue, blue, blue. Gold, gold, gold. And bot. So going top left to bottom, we're looking at 7, then X Death, then bot. Then you're looking at Rydia. Looking at Lanny, who's got a pretty decent TM herself. She's got two-handed axe, equipped two-handed axe, or equipped axe actually. More Bart. Hanzo, he is what as I like to call him, a Trust Mastery bait. This item blows. 15 defense, 15 spirit, and gives you a chance to, I think, steal or something. Not a very good TM, and some people actually got baited into farming it with that. You got Shizuru with Blade Mastery. You do have Rosa here. She's okay as a healer if you get her. She's not bad. But obviously you're trying to replace her with somebody like Luca or Refia. Her TM is called Goddess Bow. I think it's one of the best bows that you can get, but I don't think it's worth farming. No usefulness for it. Luca, speaking of the devil, this is probably one of the better healers. Her abilities allow her to heal without using white magic. She's got abilities that are just abilities. They don't count as white magic. So if you want to beat a boss that says no white magic, but you need a healer because it's a hard one, well, you'd bring her. So you got another bot. So it's looking good for Bart's. Very, very good. Okay, and we're gonna do the last summon here. That's as far as I'm going on this banner. I've tried to get Ramza, and I'm not gonna sit there and keep trying because it hurts. It hurts, man. Alright, let's go. Last 5,000 lapis. We're gonna throw that away. We're gonna hope for some blues. Can we pretend? It's so bad. I try to pretend to get some blues, and it's not gonna happen. Alright. Alright, buddy. Thanks for coming down. I don't even know what to tell you anymore. You're just shining there, looking at me in the face, and just like, you're gonna click on me and you're gonna be surprised with all the blues. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Break it to something good. Something shiny. Shiny? Nope, no shiny. Alright. We tried. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Wow. Saved by one banner unit. This is, oh man. Anyways, going from top down, Get Garion has got very good TM. Actually, it's compared and I guess similar to how Snow's TM is, except this one does 15% hit points and attack plus 30, whereas that one gives attack 30, defense 30, and some other abilities. So good for DPS. Fang is not very good, but you could get her equipped spear just by getting her VV. And Hope's got a nice weapon for mages, like hybrid mages. This weapon is pretty decent for somebody like Jesus, headset, relax. This mic, this thing is pretty good for something like Noctis, I would say. Then what's his face? Al, decent for tanks, defense, spirit, and hit points by 10%. Good to try and get Cecil over 10,000. Klein is good because his TM is evade. This is good for trying to build evade tanks. I think it's 25% chance to evade. Gilbert has nothing interesting except his item, which nobody would ever use. But I think it's the strongest harp we got, 76 attack. Klein, meh, he's got cover, not very good. Agrius, we already know. Medius is just the biggest troll character in the world. He does have the growth egg, which increases your experience by 2, which stacks with 9's TM. But I think his animation is like 8 attacks or something. He just sits there forever. If you use barriers with him, you'll just piss people off if you use it in PvP. And then Loki or Locke, he's an adventurer. When he becomes level 80, he learns a move called Treasure Hunter. It increases the items that drop while you're fighting monsters when you're running around and farming. So he's pretty good to get when you're farming for things. Alright, boys and girls, other than that, that is pretty much the best we can do. Actually, you know what? We have one more. Let's get rid of all this. Otherwise, I'll be inclined to do this later. I don't want to do anything later. Alright, we got a gold crystal. Come on, finish up strong for Vortie. I just don't want to have to come back later on and think like, oh, well, I'm going to just do this later. Nope. No, we're not going to do it later. Let's see, just speed this up a little bit. Okay, cool. So going top bottom, we got Rosa. We already talked about her. Hope, Luna. We already talked about Bart. Agrius, Arc is pretty good. He's got the Omni Rod Mage rod, which I think is technically the best rod in the game right now because not everybody can get Emperor. You got Bart, you got the best character in the game, Shadow. You have Exdeath and Refia, best healers and best mage in my opinion. So I think I've done enough pulls on this banner. I'm gonna cool it off and wait for the next banner to come out. But no luck has been shown to Vortie this time. But I'm not too upset because these characters are pretty good, and even though I got some dupes, you can always use the dupes to try and help yourself out to kind of speed up the process, alright? Okay guys, thank you so much for sticking around. If you are new, consider hitting that subscribe button. We do summons here, we do everything you can think under the sun. If you got any suggestions or something we didn't cover, hit down the comment section and let me know what's going on. Also in the comment section below, let me know how you guys are doing on these pulls. Are you pulling? Are you not pulling? Is there a character here you want really badly? And let me know why. I mean, if it's Ramza, then I know. You're just like me. You want that TM. But luck is not mine today. Maybe it is yours. So share it in the comment section below and let me know how you did. Alright? So, make sure you hit that like button. Scratch it, poke it, lick it, bop it, headbutt it, kick it, knee it. Whatever you need to do. Hit that like button. And I will see you in the next video. This is Vortie, and I'm out of here. Peace!